Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you are here. We are extremely pleased that we are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree?
Yes.
You do. You're knowing what you're wanting?
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
Moves about a bit, doesn't it? You are enjoying the contrast of your time and place. You are enjoying the expansion of your time and place. They go together, don't they? You are enjoying the evolution of your desire. You like how it continues to evolve. You like it even when you've hatched it, but it hasn't manifested. You like it even then? Oh, well, I know. It's because you like those manifestations, don't you? And you should. You're here as leading edge creators. You're here with full intention of exploring variety and coming to new decisions, giving birth to new desires, giving birth to desires that are unique to you, that have never been before, and to all of the universe. You think that your desires are much the same as others, but you are uniquely desirous. And that really is all we have to tell you. Was it worth the trip? That's it. That's all we've got. Oh, we can fill it in a little if it's necessary. All that you are out here in this leading edge moment, and that's when life is really good. If you're not allowing all that you are out here, not so good. Most people do not accept that there is a larger part of them who exists right here, right now, in this leading edge time-space reality at the same time that they are physically focused. Most have got their soul or the God within them off on some cloud somewhere, detached from there. They think that they might return to that. They hope that they might return to that, many of them. Many of them deny the existence of it at all. But we want you to understand that that source energy part of you is here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right now with you. And you may be vibrationally interpreting it in its fullness, and you may not be. And your emotions are the key. Best we've ever said that. Your emotions are the key to whether you are allowing your awareness of that existence and presence and attention and involvement and co-creation or not. When you're up to speed with it, you feel so good. And when you're not up to speed with it, you feel so bad. And the more you are up to speed with it, the more you allow it to manifest. So over time, we've been looking for ways that we could convince you of who you really are and why you're really here and how you fit into the bigger picture of all of this. And in doing so, it is our dominant intent to help you to understand that you are key to the bigger picture. The bigger picture does not exist without you. You're the leading edge part of the bigger picture, you see. You are the leading edge part of the whole picture. That's a better way of saying it. The whole picture includes you, and you are an important part of that whole picture. So as you sift and sort and experience life and know what you don't want, there is a knowing of what you do want, even if you can't, well, we should say even if you don't articulate it. Because it isn't the easiest thing in the world, is it? To focus upon what you want and to speak words about what you want when you're right in the middle of what you don't want with all the vividness of that. You were so good at interpreting your time-space reality through your physical senses, you don't even know you're a vibrational being doing that vibrational work. And yet everything you see is a vibrational interpretation. What you smell is too. What you hear is too. What you taste and feel with your fingertips is too. Everything that you are translating is a vibrational interpretation. And you say, no, it's not a vibrational interpretation. It's reality. And we say, but it is reality because you are interpreting it vibrationally. You sort of kind of get that. Sort of kind of. A bit. But there is another part of you that is interpreting vibration that most humans are aware of the sense. It's your emotional guidance. But they're not aware of what it is really saying. They aren't aware of the importance of the guidance that it is. Most of our human friends still don't really believe that because they think the circumstances that are surrounding them dictate how they feel. Because most humans are observers of their environment and offers of a vibration that is equal to the environment that they are observing. And that's what makes you feel like you need to control your environment. Can't do it. That's what makes you feel like you need to or want to control your environment. Can't do it. But that's why you keep trying to control your environment. Can't do that. Can't do it. Can't do it. Give it up. 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 Can't do it. You cannot control your environment. And when you stop trying to control your environment, then you have awareness of those emotional signals that let you know what you're doing with your thoughts. But as long as you're still believing that if I could control that environment and make it better, and then I would have a much better relationship with the experience, because if my children were behaving better, or if the government would... We can't even decide which phrase to choose. There are a lot of them that you have been offering. Then I would feel better. Then I would feel better. If that condition would resolve itself, then my observation of it would go so much better for me. And therefore, I think that you need to do something about the way I feel. And the thing that's so tricky about that is that no one is working too hard to control the conditions so that you can feel better, because it's not their job to do it. So where does that leave you? There are all kinds of things that you're looking around at that don't please you. What do? Put your head in the sand? You'd feel better. But we're not really advocating a complete withdrawal from life that annoys you. What we are encouraging is a new determination to focus and a joyful discovery that you can, first of all, focus, and next, that you can focus in ways that feel good, and next, that when you do, all kinds of resources join you, and the resources that join you are the joyful resources that you've been looking for in the improvement of the conditions that you can't control all along. There, we're done. Now you know everything that's important to know, so just go figure out how to make it work in your life. Because words don't teach, do they? It's only life experience that gives you your understanding. And sometimes when you find something in your world troubling and you focus upon it and you feel worry, the feeling of worry is simply, and we don't want to diminish it, but it is simply, we want you to get the concept of this. It is simply the fact of a differing opinion between what you're thinking and what the source within you is thinking right here, right now. When you find someone and you fixate on their flaws and you acknowledge their shortcomings, even if they are obvious, even if everyone you know would agree with you, as you focus upon someone and you find a reason to diminish them, you find an opposing opinion every single time from the source within you, who no matter what you think and no matter what justification you have for your disgust or disdain for that person or situation, your inner being is still loving them. Which causes some people to say, then my inner being is more crazy than I thought. Maybe my inner being needs more information. Maybe I should explain or justify why I feel this way. But the more you justify or explain why you feel that way, the worse you feel, because the more you practice the vibration that keeps you from fully allowing yourself to experience the fullness of the clarity and the love and the knowing and the vitality that is source, you see. So this guidance system is perfect. You just got to figure out how to make it work for you. And the way you make it work for you is by first acknowledging that it exists, I have an inner being who offers a frequency, and when I offer a frequency, my frequency blends or doesn't. My frequency blends or resists. I'm up to speed with who I am, or I've got resistance in my vibration and I'm not up to speed with who I am. The better I feel, the more I'm blended. The worse I feel, the more I'm not blended. The better I feel, the more I'm tuned in, tapped in, turned on to the frequency of my source. The more I am allowing myself, here now, to be an extension of source. An extension of source, a leading edge version of source, a pioneer of source, you might say, out here mixing it up, exploring the contrast, coming to new awarenesses of what you want. It's why we always ask you, do you know what you want? Do you know why you're here? Are you enjoying the expansion of your desire? These are important questions, because if you are enjoying the expansion of your desire, that means life is causing you to know about new things that you want. Because you cannot have an exposure to life without coming to new awarenesses about what you prefer. And when you come to that new awareness about what you prefer, the source within you moves fully, completely into the vibrational frequency of the fullness of what you have asked for. But sometimes our human friends, dear hearts that you are, don't realize that source has moved there, because you are still often in that justifying mode. Like you need to explain more fully that you want that because of all the reasons you don't like this. I want more money because it's so hard not to have enough. I want more money because it worries me to think about uncertainty into the future. I want more money because without it, I can't do this and I can't do this and I can't do this. And we say, without realizing it, you're not talking about more money. You're using words more money, but your vibration is focused upon the absence of the more money that you want. And your worry or concern or disappointment, or even that feeling of envy that you have for those who seem to be more affluent, those emotions that you feel that don't feel good, are your indicator that while you may be using words that sound positive, you might even have a smile on your face, the emotion that you feel is letting you know how your frequency stacks up with the frequency of who you really are, all that you've really become, and what you want. We want you to know that this is an environment of well-being, and that well-being is available to you at all times, that there is not a moment in time that well-being is not available to you. You just need to relax and allow the well-being that is available in every moment to wash around you, to flow to you and through you, to sustain you, to uplift you, to provide for you. Because well-being is the balance of this universe. And if in any moment you are experiencing something less than well-being, it only means that there's something going on in your thought process, and it didn't start just now, it's been going on. Something going on in your thought process that has you temporarily, and that is really a key word, temporarily pinched off from the clarity that is available to you, from the abundance that is available to you, from the well-being that is available to you. We are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. We want you to know there are a few hundred of you gathered here, and we are so appreciative of your willingness to participate with us in this way, because who you are and how you focus, what you mean, what you request, and therefore what you contribute vibrationally is the essence of what's going on in these gatherings. We said to you in the beginning that this is co-creation at its best, and it is. And we are appreciative that you have come to play with us in this way. We have enjoyed this interaction a lot. The greatest pleasure that we've taken from this particular gathering today is the movement in your individual grids that we have witnessed you experiencing. You are now consciously aware of something that you were not consciously aware of before, which means what's coming up for you next is going to be way more fun than anything that has come before. There isn't anything that you need to do and not anything that you should do. There's not anything that if you leave it undone will cause any distortion in the universe. Because everything is unfolding just the way that you knew it would. You established a grid when you made the decision to come into this physical body that is vibrating and attracting perfectly. You don't need to worry about those who right now don't seem to understand deliberate creation or don't understand about law of attraction. You don't even need to worry about people who are negative or even people